All right, so I have a lot of things to break down in this video. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible for you guys. I think tomorrow has a major impact on the price of ADA and the price of the broader crypto market. As always, this is not financial advice, but what do we have coming tomorrow? The CPI report. The CPI report is something that we talk about each and every month, right? It is a measure of inflation and the cost of goods and services. It comes out again every single month. And we've been starting to create a good trend. Okay, we're moving towards inflation flattening out. Now, when we look at this year, we look at what has happened so far. Inflation, again, has essentially leveled. For the rolling 6 months, so for the first half of the year, we're at 1.7% inflation, which means we're on pace for 3.4. Still not quite where the Fed obviously wants to be, but what it shows is if we do get another either flat through 0.2% increase in terms of inflation, we're going to be on pace for where the Fed essentially wants to get to. Now, that's a good thing, right? The markets are already taking this as a possibility, beginning to run. You can obviously see the price of ADA has broken above this downtrend that we're in currently. It's testing this resistance line at about 30.5 cents, 30 cents. And it looks like it's ready to try to make a move to the upside. In fact, the broader crypto market is moving the same way. You can see pretty much all coins here. Pretty much all coins are in fact green and working their way to the upside. BTC about to test 30K. And right now, essentially, we could end up having a bunch of liquidations. This is what can force BTC up, to about 31, 32K, trying to create a new high for the year. Now, while this is happening, know that some of the biggest competitors are having good things happen in terms of inflation. China, for example, consumer prices actually fell by 0.3%. So they're actually going through some disinflation right now. And obviously, the US is trying to compete heavily with China right now. These numbers will deepen worries about both China's growth prospects and the effectiveness of traditional stimulus measures. Okay. Now, while this is going on, there are some things happening in the economy behind the scenes. Oh, I hope I didn't lose that. Shoot, I did. Okay. So what we're seeing is while the inflation has been still kind of running wild, we've seen debt climbing here in the US. Okay. We've seen a huge increase in the amount of debt on credit cards. We've seen a huge increase in the debt on auto loans, and the same thing happening with mortgages too. So we're on the precipice of this catastrophic meltdown. Okay. I don't want to necessarily, instill fear or anything like that. There will be a lot of people that, file for bankruptcy. Okay. Whether that be from car loans, from mortgages, from credit cards, or a culmination of all the things, right? A massive debt problem is at its precipice right now. And I think that it's going to be something that does impact the overall markets, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think, right? The reason why I say this is there's still a lot of money floating around. There's so much that was printed that I think any economic pullback that we have truly is stifled just by the pure amount of capital that is there. That's why I don't think we go through necessarily disinflation or anything like that. Unfortunately, the high prices are probably here to stay. Eventually, we're going to have this point where wages kind of catch up, wage increases and things like that, catch up to a point where the current prices are sustainable. But I don't think we go through like a massive disinflation or anything like that. I don't think they're going to burn a bunch of money. So that's kind of what I wanted to relay in this video. I think in the short term, things are looking pretty good. We'll obviously have to wait and see if, this debt crisis that we have building does in fact level out, if it starts to pull back. There's a lot of unknowns right now. I don't think times are going to get super bad like they did in 08 or any, recession that we saw prior to that. But, it's definitely something to monitor moving forward. So I kind of buzzkilled the video. We were on such a good note there, and then we got kind of dark, but it's important that everybody know these things. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.